What's up, Average Dad fans? Welcome back to another video. If you're watching this video on an iPhone or a Samsung, stop. I'm joking, don't stop. Hit the like button. But iPhone fans, Samsung fans, there is more out there. There is better out there. Today, I'm giving you my full review on the Honor Magic 5 Pro. Let's go. Now, the Honor Magic 5 Pro is not just your typical Chinese Android phone. No. Honor could have taken shortcuts and cut premium specs, premium build quality to save an extra penny, but they didn't. Honor have decided to pack every element that you should be looking for from a flagship phone. First, I want to talk about that display. This is a 6.8 inch Super AMOLED WQHD 120Hz display, quad curved. It looks stunning. So when it comes to watching media or content on your phone, yes, you have to ignore that pill-shaped cutout, but we'll get to that. Sound-wise, top tier. Absolute top tier. The only thing I would say that audibly sounds better is the iPhone 14 Pro Max. And even then, there's not much in it. Have a listen to the Honor. So I am going to guess that you use your phone for keeping in contact with people, and consuming media. Well, if you need to do that, the Honor is one of the best phones in the market to do it. It's got the biggest screen. In fact, I can only think of two phones that have got bigger screens than the Honor. And those screens aren't as clear as the Honor. The resolution isn't as good on those phones. I'll let you figure out which phones I'm referring to with a larger than 6.8 inch display, and you can pop it down in the comments below. Let's see if you're right. Now, if you don't want to annoy people on your commute and have the speakers blaring, you can obviously connect through a Bluetooth 5.2 on this device. I feel like that almost doesn't need to be stated in 2023. Yes, your lowest tier all the way to flagship phones will have Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. So yeah, connectivity wise, it does have 5G, but if you've watched any of my previous videos, particularly surrounding the Huawei Mate X3 that I had, the whole 4G versus 5G debate is almost redundant when you're on Wi-Fi 90% of the time, and 4G is capable of downloading and streaming movies. But yes, 5G is faster. I'm not going down that rabbit hole again. But yes, this anyway is 5G enabled. Now, as far as other forms of internals and flagship specs, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip is, as I've said before, the best SoC on the planet just now. Better than the Apple's Bionic, A16 Bionic, in my opinion. Couple that with a 5,100 milliamp hour battery. Again, the second biggest I can think of in a major released phone. Pop a comment down below if you know which one has more. And it shows. I genuinely look at this. Look at the screenshots I've taken of this. This was 2 days ago, or at the time it was 2 days. So I'd taken it off the charger in the morning. I then went to look at it later on and I noticed, oh, I've still got 70%, it's getting late. So I took a screenshot. I then took a screenshot the next morning and I still had 42%. I've then taken a screenshot that evening and I still had 12%. 2 full days, and that wasn't nursing it. That was taking photos, consuming media, playing with all the settings that you can do on the Honor Magic 5 Pro. It's an Android device after all. A lot of personalization through that Honor 7.1 OS skin. And yes, 2 full days. If you wanted to nurse it, so by nurse it I mean don't have it to super quad HD resolution, don't have it set to 120 Hertz, don't have the always on display, which I do. I have all of the settings pretty much to the max. As Spinal Tap would say, I turned it up to 11 and it still lasted me 2 days. You can get 3 days from this phone. Now battery wise, that's real life. That's not a battery drain test like you see. That is my real life experience, 2 full days. And to me, that is a huge, huge positive. Especially coupled with the fact that you can charge this thing wirelessly at 50 watts or wired at 66 watts. A super convenient and reliable Android device to have in your pocket. Now, as well as having this super reliable Android device in your pocket, you've also got arguably the best camera system on any phone in the world. And I am not exaggerating. Look at sometimes unreliably DSO mark for the camera rating it gives the Honor. Look at, to me, what tells more is any blind camera tests. The Versus channel, which I'm going to link up here because I absolutely love this channel, they do unbelievable comparison videos. And they had a blind camera comparison. And again, without giving away too many spoilers, of all the phones that have came out in 2023, from the Honor P60 Pro, the Vivo X90 Pro Plus, the Oppo Find X6 Pro, what do you think won the blind camera test? Yeah, you guessed it, it's the Honor Magic 5 Pro. So while this is my review, don't just take my word for it. Absolutely unreal images. Again, I'll splash them. I've probably already splashed some photos while I've been talking about it. The video resolution is 4K on all lenses, including the selfie camera. And in my real life experience, video quality is top notch. And when you're in a pinch, the built-in microphone, not using a Rode Wireless Go microphone, but just the built-in sounds unreal. This is a front-facing 4K video on the Honor Magic 5 Pro. Microphone built-in, obviously video button. What do we think? Sky doesn't look too blown out. My face looks as beautiful as ever. Let me know your thoughts. Now, I feel like viewers of my channel are so used to me also talking about workarounds, because I do most of my content on imported Chinese devices. This is not one of those. This was bought from honorglobal.com. A global launch was out and you have no workarounds. Android Auto, Google Pay, Google Apps, everything. This is an Android device. Everything works seamlessly. So have no fears. And while you're on honorglobal.com, why don't you have a little look at the price of the Honor Magic 5 Pro? Because that, in my opinion, is, well, I even made a video about it. It's one of the 3 reasons you should consider buying. Finally, in 2023, we have a flagship, and don't get twisted, this is a real flagship device for under £1,000. And that ain't the base 128GB model. Honor don't even do a 128GB model. This is the half a terabyte of storage version. 12GB of RAM for £949. Now, again, I've mentioned already in my first impressions and the 3 reasons, but it's not just the phone you get from Honor for that price. You get a watch and you get a tablet, all for £949. Now, for me, I built this channel. I have started this channel trying to be as open and honest as possible. Meaning, if this phone was shit, I would tell you, hey guys, don't buy this, it's shit. When I tell you this phone is amazing, and it's amazing value for money, I really do mean it. Now, sticking with my review and my overall summary of this device, I really can't say its praises any higher. I had gone through a phase, and I will always go through this phase, of buying foldable devices. I just love the screen real estate you get, the functionality, the convenience of a fold phone, particularly that book style phone that gets bigger, so it's a normal phone in your pocket and gets bigger for convenience. So I wasn't excited to get the Honor Magic 5 Pro. It was just another phone to plug a gap until some new foldable phones come out, like Pixel Fold, which will be in the studio, office, spare bedroom by the end of the month. And I just thought, I'll get this. I have been blown away. The Oppo Find X6 Pro was like a new level of Chinese devices on Android for me. The Honor steps all over the Oppo Find X6 Pro, and I never thought that would be the case. You can go back and look at my Oppo Find X6 Pro reviews and other content on it. I was blown away by the 1-inch sensor and the build quality. Yeah, if I had a couple of drawbacks about the Honor, they would be, what is it Flossie calls them, like Petty Roosevelt? It sounds so odd in my accent, but they would be that I kind of wish it had like a vegan leather option. I know most people don't care, but I actually like the vegan leather feel. I wish it was in white. It sounds odd, but a white phone just looks nice. Or if not white, other colours. The fact that you can only get in glossy black or this forest frosted green, just would have liked more. But I get it. Honor aren't going to shift hundreds of millions of units. So why are they going to put time and manufacturing into other colours when they're not going to sell a whole heap of the 2 colours they have released? I was trying to think of another thing that's even being petty about this device, and I'm really struggling. In fact, I'll talk about it because it's here. Can you all see in the always on display? Hopefully you can see that okay. The fingerprint reader is right at the bottom of the phone. And that's like literally right at the bottom of the phone. Now it works first time every time, but it could do with doing a bit higher up. And it's also quite small, so it could be a bit of a bigger area. If you're used to like a Vivo, like the IQ 9 or 10 Pro, it's got a massive ultrasonic sensor. That's a bit of a nitpick. The notifications shade, you have to swipe right from the very top to get your notifications. And trust me, on a 6.8-inch display, trying to get right to the top with your thumb, and I've got fairly big hands, that's what she said, is difficult. But that's me being completely nitpicky, as in, I'm just looking for things to say that could potentially be construed to be negative because I'm riding this Honor's dick so hard. Yeah. So, in summary, if you're looking to upgrade, if you want to change from the normal monotony of an iPhone or a Samsung and you want to branch out, please consider the Honor. I have no affiliation with them. I'm just blown away that the cheaper Huawei, which has been called in the comments, is not cheap at all. It's actually outstanding. If you like this content, but you really want me to get back to doing some foldable stuff, have no fear. 3 weeks from today, if not sooner, the Pixel Fold, a global relaunched foldable phone, which doesn't come around very often, will be in my hands, and I will be doing as much content as possible. Honest content, not a sales pitch for Google, even though this seems like a sales pitch for Honor, but trust me, I'm being honest. I will be brutally honest. I can already tell you I'm going to hate the hardware and bezels because I've held phones such as the Mate X3 and the Vivo X Fold 2 and the Xiaomi Mix Fold 2. what I do like, and is this a Google Pixel Fold video? No, but I'll tell you what I think I'm going to like about the Pixel Fold is it's finally giving lazy Samsung competition in the Western market. Anyway, until next time, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, you know what to do. Go on, just hit it. Get me to 3,000, please. Whether you do or you don't, thank you for watching.